ever wonder what any of these symbols mean? I mean, we see them out and about all the time on product packaging and commercials and other advertisements, but you ever wonder what they actually mean? Well, stick around, because I'm not just going to tell you what these symbols mean. I'm also going to tell you why companies use them, what it means when we encounter these symbols on products or service advertisements out in the wild, and how you can use them, and more importantly, how you should not use them to protect your business and your brand. Hi everyone, I'm attorney Aiden Durham with 180 Law Co. in Colorado. Welcome back to All Up in Your Business. Before we get into talking about what these different symbols all mean, if you're new to All Up in Your Business, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and be sure to click that little bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. You can also learn way more about trademarks by downloading my free Brandish DIY trademark guide. Again, you can download that for free by clicking the link in the description. And a quick legal disclaimer for everybody. I am a lawyer, but I am not your lawyer. This is not legal advice, and it should not be considered a substitute for actual legal advice. If you need help with any kind of legal matter, you should consult with an actual lawyer, not just get free info from YouTube. All right, so let's talk about these three different symbols that we often encounter out in the real world, out in real life, and what they mean for trademarks and for us as the consumers. So this first symbol, TM, surprise, surprise, it stands for trademark. And companies of all kinds, all shapes and sizes, use this symbol to tell the general public, to tell us consumers and potential competitors, that they are staking their trademark claim on this trademark. They're saying, hey, we're putting you all out on notice that we are claiming our trademark rights in this trademark. Normally we see it maybe next to a business's logo or next to their company name or their slogan, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're telling us, hey, we are claiming our trademark rights in this thing and letting you know about it. Really similar to that TM symbol is the SM symbol, which stands for service mark. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, Aiden, what the heck's a service mark? A service mark is just a trademark that's used for services rather than goods. Some people like to use SM, some use TM for everything. The TM symbol is acceptable to use for both products and services. Some folks just prefer to use SM when they're using it with trademarks for services rather than TM to show that it's a service mark. Ultimately, it's the same thing. They're both still saying, hey, we are claiming our trademark rights here and letting you know about them. Now, here's the fun part. Here's what's really great. That TM or SM symbol, meaning trademark or service mark, those symbols can be used by anybody. Any business can use TM or SM to let the public know that we're claiming our trademark rights. You don't have to have a registered trademark. You don't even have to have a trademark application pending. As long as you're using the trademark in commerce, under common law, you've already got some rights to that trademark. And by virtue of that, you are allowed to use that TM symbol or the SM symbol if you're selling services to start protecting the rights that you've already got. Now, on the other hand, that little R in a circle symbol, that's something a little different. That stands for registered and lets us know that this is a registered trademark, not just any old trademark, not just common law trademark rights. When we see that R symbol, we know that company has a registered trademark for that trademark, their logo, their business name, whatever we see it next to, they have a registered trademark for it. And because of that registration, they're permitted to use that little R in a circle symbol. But only if you have an actually registered trademark are you permitted to use that symbol. If you do not have a trademark registration with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, you are not supposed to use that symbol. Even if you've got a pending application, doesn't matter. That R, it means registered, and you're only allowed to use it when the trademark is registered. If you try to skirt around this, I mean, okay, I've never heard of people getting in actual serious trouble. It's not like you're going to go to jail if you use that R symbol and you don't have a trademark registration. I guess that could happen. It's probably unlikely. But if the USPTO catches wind that you've been using that symbol without an actual trademark registration, it could come back to bite you later on and get you in some hot water. Potentially, you could be banned from registering trademarks in the United States. That's a far off potential, but it is a potential. There's also a possibility for some kind of false advertisement claims from consumers and from the FTC, because if you're putting out in your advertisements that you own this trademark registration, which is what you're saying when you use that little R symbol, then that could be falsely representing or advertising your company too. And if you try to submit a trademark application and you show them a specimen, so your proof of your use of the trademark, if your specimen shows that you're using that symbol, that R in a circle symbol, the USPTO is going to kick it right back to you and say, no, you're not allowed to use that. You need to show us something else. So just by virtue of using it when you're not supposed to, that will prevent you from actually getting a trademark registered. So what's the point of these companies or us using the TM or SM or even that R symbol? The main point is just kind of for proactive brand protection. Again, we're putting people on notice, essentially. We're letting the general public know by using these symbols, we're letting them know we are either claiming our trademark rights, whatever they may be. We are claiming them, we're letting you know about them, or we're letting you know we have this registered trademark and we're staking our claim to it. In some instances, that using the symbol in that way and using it on your marketing, advertising, your product packaging, it can sometimes help in like an infringement case or an infringement lawsuit to show that the person was on notice of your registration or of your trademark, and therefore it might have been like knowing infringement. It helps to get rid of some of the potential, oh, I wasn't aware of your trademark and, so I shouldn't be guilty of infringing. It can potentially help in that sense. But either way, regardless of the status of your business or how long your business has been in existence, or if you do or don't have a trademark registration, you can use one of these symbols to help protect your business and your brand and protect whatever trademark rights exist that you might have. I recommend people primarily use these on things that a lot of consumers are going to encounter. So if you're selling goods, then your products or your product packaging, wherever you have the logo or the name or the slogan, whatever it is that's a trademark, if you have your business name registered with the USPTO, then go ahead and slap that R in a circle symbol where you use your business name on your website or on your marketing or advertising materials. Same thing with your logo. If you've got your logo on your product packaging, slap that little R in a circle symbol there if you've got that trademark registration. You don't have to use it absolutely everywhere. You don't have to have your Facebook business page have your business name and the R symbol or the TM symbol. You can. It's not going to hurt. It's not absolutely necessary. But wherever it looks good, wherever it doesn't look odd and it makes sense and you want to let people know you've got trademark rights here, it's a good idea to use that TM, SM, or the R symbol. A quick little caveat to the R symbol thing. So I told you the TM can be used by anybody, regardless of trademark registration status. The R is only for people with a registered trademark. Just because you've got a trademark registered doesn't mean you have to use that R symbol. You can still use TM or SM if you want to. Why would you if you could use the R and show off your trademark registration? But you can if you want to. So let's do a quick recap. TM symbol means trademark, can be used by anyone. SM symbol means service mark, similar to trademark, can be used by anyone, but we typically only use it for services, service-based businesses. And then finally, the R symbol means registered, and it can only be used with registered trademarks. That's all for this episode, folks. If you learned a thing or two, go ahead and like this video. Give me a little thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Click that little bell so you get notified when I post a new video. And check the description for a link to download my free Brandish DIY trademark guide. Now, if you want to keep the trademark train going, I've got another video that goes into a whole lot of detail about the benefits of trademark registration and why it's a good idea and why you should do it. So check it out and I will meet you over there. Thanks for watching. I'm Aiden Durham and I'll see you next time.